Hey guys, Palmerater here. Welcome to another ASKPIV with the IV to the PIV, and we are going to be answering your questions. Getting so many questions recently.
We are. We're getting a lot of questions.
But we're getting to them, catching up, and yeah, let's get going. First one is coming from a guy named Trey, and Trey says he's a freshman in high school. There's a girl he really likes, and he thinks that he says he knows she's the one and will be together for a long time. And she has the same feelings, but her parents won't allow us to date because I'm multi-raced. What do I do? So this is that's a sad story, and that's not something you hear too often anymore. At least I don't know, but
listen to "Love Story" by Taylor Swift.
Is that a story?
It's like
forbidden love.
Forbidden love.
Yeah. Well, I've never obviously had this kind of situation, but I think maybe the best way to try is just try to prove you shouldn't have to though. It's a hard question.
I know you shouldn't have to.
But I don't know. It's a tough one.
If you guys are meant to be together, say screw them.
Yeah, to a certain degree. But that's how. I mean, you just kind of got to follow your heart a little bit. I say if they can't understand and try to have the daughter talk to them. Try to maybe try to respectfully talk to them.
Yeah, but respectfully talk to them. Show that you're mature enough to handle the situation the right way. Don't be like, oh, why aren't you letting us date? Don't flip out. As
right as you have to be to flip out, but you're still trying. It's a delicate situation because you still want this girl. But yeah, no, sorry to hear that. But yeah, I don't have too much. Hope that helps a little bit. Hope we kind of got your answer. We got a question here from Aiden. He says, what happens if you tell a girl you like her and she says it's not going to change anything, but 2 days later she tells you to stop texting her? Well, that means she's probably a little embarrassed about the whole situation, which girls sometimes do. Doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't like you.
Yeah.
But it is a decent sign that she might not. And maybe, maybe you started changing what you were saying in the text. Maybe you were like, well, do you like me too? And you were pestering her about it, about saying that.
Maybe just made her feel a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, maybe she's her space.
She just might not know how to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
So
you might just need a little space. She might be your friend eventually, but sometimes that's the risk of going out on a limb and asking a girl or telling a girl your feelings. Sometimes they don't feel the same way, and that's just inevitable. But at least you took the shot. That's good. We're glad to hear that. We're always telling people to take the shot. But sometimes these kind of things happen, and just something you got to deal with, and it sucks.
Yeah.
But good on you for trying.
Yes.
And I think there's still hope in the friendship.
Keep trying.
Friendship. It's definitely hope in the friendship, or even possibly a relationship down the road. So this is a follow-up question from Jeff. Jeff was a sophomore who reunited with a friend of his an old time, and kind of the girl was telling him how much he changed, how he's looking good, and we kind of just told him, go for it. Start up that conversation. That spark is there, obviously, and there's no way she's telling you those things if she doesn't have any interest in you at all. So they've been texting a lot. They haven't really hung out yet. This is June 11th he sent this, so this is a ways back. This is a month ago, so we're interested in how it went, but
feel bad.
but he said tomorrow he's actually going to get to see them, so June 12th, and he is going to he was asking us where to take her, so we'll just answer the question whatever. But where's a good first date for someone that maybe you're friends with for a while?
Friends with?
Yeah.
I'd say especially because it's kind of summer, mini golf is nice.
Yeah,
we just went mini golf.
We just went mini golf.
That's very sweet. It's a way that you're not just going to a movie because that kind of
there's no verbalization.
And
it's not. And it's also not maybe take her out to dinner or something as well, but
or even ice cream ice cream parlor. Usually they attach them to the mini golf course.
Because it's not like you're trying to get to know her here, right? You know her. It's not like you're sitting down at dinner picking your mind to see if you like her. You guys are
it's just
relatable or not. Yeah, just a casual time. She's sending him. So he's still trying to figure out what they are exactly. And she's saying now that she was sending him Snapchats just out of the shower with a towel on, so not nude or anything. But he's asking is these just regular things that girls do, Snapchats, or is this a kind of a way to draw him in a little bit? I definitely say that's a way to draw you in. That's definitely a way to draw you in.
Because a lot of people just Snapchat just your face, just of us hanging right here. There's a reason that she's doing it that way.
Yeah, she's trying to get you all interested in her, which it seems to be working. So go girl. So Chad wants to know what our first jobs were. He works at a concession stand. He's 19 years old. And he's a vendor at the Angels Stadium in Anaheim, California. That's a good gig. My first job was technically YouTube. I did a few things for my dad. I yeah, but like not really. Like my first job was YouTube. Really, the only job has been YouTube. But what about you, Olivia? What was your first job?
My first job was more normal.
What was it?
I worked at a ski rental place. So I was a rental associate. So I knew how to set skis and snowboards and
high-tech shit.
Boots. Yeah.
High-tech shit.
It was
clean
fun.
Their boots.
I like it.
Wait, no, she just had to talk to people. She never had to clean boots.
Yeah, I did have to clean boots.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right, so we got a question from Brennan. He is going into his freshman year, but he has a girlfriend that he's had for 6 months. It's their 6-month anniversary coming up. And I think it already happened, but anyways.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You want to know what you did for your 6th month and also like what could he get her, what could we do? Ours was different because our 6-month anniversary was exactly on Christmas. It's
every year it's on Christmas.
Every year because our anniversary is June 25th. So December 25th is 6 months later than that. So I don't really think that we got each other Christmas presents, but
yeah.
Other than that, I don't think like the 6 months. We
didn't actually celebrate.
You don't have to spend too much money. Like I don't think a girl's expecting to like spend money on
get
her
her something cute.
Yeah, maybe write her a little card or
and get her like a flower or
something. Or some flowers or something like that.
Yeah.
And just kind of maybe chocolates, that kind of thing. Like a Valentine's Day thing. I mean, you might get presents.
Just like something simple, simple and sweet, pretty much. Not
like from the heart.
It doesn't mean that simple is not good enough.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the best thing.
So we got a question from Matthew, a sophomore. There's a lot of sophomores asking questions out there. I guess that's prime age for dating and that kind of stuff. Yep. Anyways, he has a girl that he liked and said that he liked him, asked her out. She said yes. The very next day, she says, I need to move for a relationship, but I still like you. So,
probably not like that, but
yeah, maybe a little sass in there, a little bit of pizzazz.
Probably feels bad because it says she still likes him.
Yeah, but yeah, so she said she still likes him, but she was also telling him about how all these guys are hitting on her and like kind of rubbing it in his face. It seems like from the way he wrote it. But what he said, what do I do? Do I move on? My friends are telling me to move on. Her friends are saying wait it out for her. I think you could do the best of both worlds. If you do like this, he says he still really does like this girl. You move on like superficially, like you make it look like you move on, and if she really does like you, she's gonna be the one to pursue you, and then that's when you reel it in. I think that's the best way to do it, because even if you lose, even if she doesn't come to you, she wasn't gonna come to you anyways, because most of the time she
just likes that you're chasing.
Yeah, you took the initiative to chase her in the beginning, and that wasn't good enough for her, so now she just likes the attention. You know, she's rubbing all these other boys in your face trying to make you jealous. So I say you go and pretend to stop caring, but deep inside your heart you don't stop caring, and then you live happily ever after and write a book about it, and then make it a movie, and then
tell us how it went.
And then tell us how it went, and we'll act in it.
Yep. Sounds good. Ew. I hate when you do that. It's the worst.
We got a question from Sam. He says, recently my girlfriend and I have seen each other over the summer, and since then the old ways of texting one another have changed. It's always an issue. Have I exhausted texting? How do I make it to where we can text without arguing? Is this inevitable end? Clearly I'm troubled. It means a lot for you two to help. So, we actually hit this kind of situation at one point.
We didn't never fight or something.
No, not fight.
Arguing though. We didn't argue.
Okay, well I think that maybe he's talking about arguing over texting, because I could not stand texting, and then she was kind of like upset that I didn't want to text anymore.
Yeah, for a while, like he just didn't like texting.
But yeah, there was a point where I just didn't want. The interaction off texting wasn't like fun anymore. You know, so this could be, I guess the point where it's a testing your relationship. So in school, you guys saw each other all the time, and you guys were reminded of how you felt. But those bonds don't last once you're in somewhere you don't see each other as much. Yeah. That might be kind of the issue.
I don't know, maybe try and get her to do Skype.
Yeah, see if you guys are better at talking in person.
Yeah, because it's not in person, but at least you're verbally speaking. Like, I know sometimes we've been in a situation where he'd say one word, or he'd say, like, K, and to me, I'm like, well, does that mean he's mad or something? Or...
why is my world burning?
So
why is the world
sometimes
burning?
Just texting isn't even a good thing. Just because things can be just
misconstrued.
Yeah, and you just overthink things and just bad things.
Absolutely. All right, so we got a last question here. It's coming from Riley Smith, and he or she says, I have a kid. I like this kid, and now my best friends know and say he is a dirtbag. I kind of agree with them. If I agree with them, why do I still like him? Because sometimes people are just attracted to the bad boys. that's kind of how it goes.
I'm attracted to bad boys.
I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad boy?
No.
Ooh!
No,
drama!
I was gonna explain
drama alert!
Because when I liked you in middle school, you were like kind of obnoxious and you did things that got you in trouble. Like April Fool's Day, guess who decides to come into school with a bottle full of vinegar and spray it in people's faces? Like random stuff like that.
That's not bad boy though.
Okay, but
she's talking dirt bags though. She's talking dirt bags.
Okay,
like,
dirt bag you probably stay away from.
No, dirt bags. Girls like dirt bags.
Not dirt bag.
Dirt bag.
No.
Yeah.
There's a difference between a bad boy and a dirt bag. I'd go for the bad boy.
It's the same thing. It's kind of like a dirt bag.
No, they're different.
All right, fair enough. Anyways,
well, just think
it's
about
normal.
it.
It's normal. You're not like, you know, as long as you recognize and try not to get hurt by it, like you could still like, you know, try out relationships with them.
You can scope it out, see how it is. Because
maybe that might be something they just look on them for their persona.
Yeah,
it might
and
be
if you don't, you might regret not
or you might be able
ever touching upon it.
Yeah, or you might be able to, you know, shine him into the better light and make him a better person. Because a lot of times girls can do that to guys that are kind of going down the wrong path. And then the other question is, she has I'm just assuming it's a girl. She has a guy that likes her, but she doesn't like him at all. So it makes the situation always awkward, and she wants to know kind of how to get that message across that she doesn't like him. Mm-hmm. You know, repetition's a good thing.
Yeah.
Just
sometimes too, you just can't even sugarcoat it. At a certain point, you do have to be blunt, or they won't get it.
Yep.
Some people will be very persistent and think that if you sugarcoat things, that there's hope.
Yeah.
So you need to be blunt with somebody.
So
not hurt them necessarily, but
give them pain.
Pretty blunt.
Pretty blunt, you say, you know.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing here. Like, call him out if you see him do something. Like, call him out. Say, like, I appreciate it, but you know, this is, you know, I'm not interested. You know, we're not attracted to each other.
You don't even need to say anything. Just sit, I'm not interested. Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. So they should get the point. Anyways, that is it. We got through a bunch of questions there today. We don't close it? Oh, I can't close it anyway. Hope you guys all enjoyed.
Yes.
Send your questions to askpiv@gmail.com. We'll get to them eventually.
Sorry we're a little behind.
Sorry we're a little behind.
We are.
We will catch up.
I know, we are waiting.
Love you.
Yes, thank you.
Alright. Hope you all enjoyed. Palmer and Olivia, signing off. Peace.